You're in very good form this morning.
Yeah.
It's been a huge amount of drama across every game.
So whatever I've said, I'm an antique. Don't touch me.
I think it's to do with the tone, I think, more than anything else. Fifth test, they're all crammed into 45 days. Fitness becomes an issue. Temperament becomes an issue. People who've played 5 tests are probably better qualified to talk about this. Michael Vaughan, Sunil Gavaskar, what is it about 5 test matches? Tests you completely, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, absolutely. I think it tests you, temperamentally, tests your technique, your determination, your reserves of patience, because you need that as you come towards the end of the series, or even a 4-test series. It takes a toll of your not just of your physical, batteries, but also your mental batteries. So it is demanding, and particularly if it's crammed in 7 weeks or 6.5 weeks, it's never easy for anybody.
What's the one word you'd identify this series with, other than tired?
Drama.
Drama.
There's been a huge amount of drama across every game. And this series is tougher on the players because every day has been a pressurised day. There's not been, I guess, Edgbaston, where India kind of blew England away with that huge first innings score. And obviously, they got such a big lead that England were never in any chance of winning that game. They could have fought for the draw, but they didn't kind of have that mental capacity to do that, or the technical side. But there's just been drama every single day. And when the day's pressurised, and every single one, that takes a lot of mental resolve to get up. And then the physicality of, particularly the bowlers who have done a lot of hard yards. I will say this week is probably the first week that I've arrived, and this is English now. This is an English kind of condition week. You look at all the Indian batters, I think when they're coming to play here in the UK, they probably expect this. The clouds, a bit of green grass on the deck. Well, the first 4 test matches, there hasn't been any of that. The pitches have been pure, they've been flat, they've been slow. England looked to me like they may have just said this week, it's now time to play in English conditions. We're 2-1 up and we want an English-style week, an English-style pitch. I think they have that.
I think the groundsman view was, I've got a square, I've got to protect the square, I've got lots of games coming up, and you know how groundsmen are. They have a lifelong affair with the pitches that they create. So that was his point of view. India was saying, we're just carrying a drinks trolley. We were wearing rubber soles. We were carrying markers to mark our run-up. We didn't have spikes. It's 2.5 meters away. So where do the two of you stand, gentlemen?
Well,
sorry, just before. I think what Sitanshu Kotak also said was the manner in which they were told.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's, all yours.
Yeah, and also I think he said, that is so important because whatever I'm going to say, I think they should, everybody should remember. What Sitanshu Kotak said was, it's not an antique, it can't be touched. So whatever I've said, I'm an antique, don't touch me.
You're in very good form this morning.
Yeah. So, well, I think generally, like Shubman Gill said, it hasn't happened for the previous 4 games. So they were allowed. And if at all, I think any curator has been a bit, have been in the past a little prickly, have been at Lord's. At Lord's is where they don't allow you to come in. So this one was a bit of a surprise. What happened? Why it happened? It's the circumstances you don't know what happened. But I would imagine that the coach and the captain. Generally, yes. I think it's also an unwritten sort of a rule that the coach and the captain can go and see the pitch. Maybe not the whole lot, not the whole squad, not the whole 11 or whatever it is. So if the coach and the captain wanted to go and have a look at the pitch, I believe that they should have been allowed.
2 days out, if you were told, watch it from 2.5 meters away.
I'd have been a lot more in the Gautam Gambhir kind of mode of pointing the finger. Grounds members, they're very precarious about the grass. Yeah. I mean, it's a game of cricket. Surely, if you're going to play 11 versus 11 running around for 5 days, surely someone walking quite close to it's not going to affect the surface. I mean, we've had problems here before, and I'm not saying Lee's a great groundsman. He'll produce a great pitch. It's a really good cricket pitch here. There was 2 years ago, actually, in the Ashes, some of the Australian fielders on the square were marking their fielding positions with their initials on the pitch. And that is outrageous. That was out of order, and the Australians had to apologise. But to think that a team that is 2-1 down in a series can't go on the surface and have a look. And if a water trolley is upsetting your outfield so badly, I'd suggest that the outfield's not prepared that well. It's brought more drama. It's a series where we've had a little bit of confrontation. Obviously, the end to the game at Old Trafford. That's been a talking point. Now, 2 days later, the Indian players are here, just practicing, just going about their business, wanting to have a look at the pitch. Probably for the first time in the series, they went, oh, bit of green grass. Can we have a look at that just to make sure that's real, because we've not seen green grass. So, it just adds to the drama. Lee's a good groundsman. He does a really good job, and I'm sure once play gets underway, it's all forgotten.
I think it's to do with the tone, I think, more than anything else. We're all a little tiny part of this great game. Right, so the pitch is looking good, and it's time to look at someone who's also looking good. There he is. Not me, him. The camera came on me, not me. Him. You've never worn the same outfit more than once.
Yeah, I've got enough clothes. I've got a couple of suitcases. So yeah, that helps.
What is more stressful? Going out to bat at 3 or deciding what to wear in the morning of a test?
I think it's deciding what to wear, isn't it? For me, going out there to bat, that comes naturally.
You've got to be careful though, because till you came here, the story was Cheteshwar Pujara, number 3, bats for a long time. The stats say the best lever of the ball. All that's changing, and they're saying Cheteshwar Pujara, page 3, style icon.
That's getting better. That's getting better, isn't it? I've never heard that compliment while I was playing, so it's good to have that.
I mean, as soon as I come in, on camera people, audio people say, oh, looking good, and I look back and Puji's behind me. It's not about me. About the cricket itself, everyone's been asked one word. He said drama, Nasser said roller coaster. What to you is, in short, this series all about?
Well, it's Test cricket at its best, isn't it? We have seen all the games going into day 5, and that means that both the teams have fought brilliantly throughout the Test series. All the games have been, apart from one game where India wasn't in the game. England wasn't in the game, and Lord's Test match was again a close one, and last Test match was a drawn one. But forget about the results, but the way both the teams have played, the way they've competed on the field, it's brilliant to watch the way the Test cricket is progressing. There are times where you feel that you need little more for the bowlers. Apart from that,
it's coming this week, don't worry.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's happening here.
I mean, we did the pitch report for Hindi a little while back, and he says even in county cricket he'd not seen that much grass. Though I think it's down to 8 mm. Now that's what Nasser was saying. But this test is all about who's playing, obviously, but it's impossible not to be affected by who's not playing. Rishabh Pant is not playing, but from an England point of view, Ben Stokes.
Yeah, that's huge. I mean, you saw him on day 5. He didn't bowl on day 4 at Old Trafford, and I thought, well, his body's a little bit tight, a bit stiff, and he wanted the other bowlers to try and do the work. He got there on day 5, he bowled that 8-over spell, and he was holding his shoulder after every single ball, and I thought, well, that's not good. And clearly he's got a tear in that shoulder. I think I heard him say he's out for 6 to 7 weeks.
Grade 3 was what they were saying.
And now he just prepares. There's Ollie Pope strolling out as captain. He's captain on a few occasions. He's won a few, but he lost here as a captain against Sri Lanka a year ago. Just on the pitch, it makes me laugh how there's been this drama about the pitch. And I've just seen the big groundsman Lee just walk straight down the middle, rolling the Hessian underneath, that little kind of carpet that they put on.
And he's a heavy man.
He's got massive boots. He just walks straight down the middle of the pitch. Yet players can't have a look 2 days before. I mean, it just makes me chuckle. The game of cricket, Test match cricket, it draws up so many scenarios that you look at and go, come on.
5th Test, live now. Watch it on TV channels of Sony Sports.